defense team members gradually resume business activities, many are wondering about the occupational health and safety measures being taken across DND and CAF facilities to address COVID-19. Today, we're joined by the Deputy Vice Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Francis Allen, to address some of these questions submitted online by defense team members. So thank you so much for joining us today, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So first of all, so what are some of the measures that you guys are putting in place to ensure safety, like cleanliness, distancing at DND and CAF facilities across the country?
So absolutely, as we start to come back into the workplace, I think we want to make sure that any location that was sort of shut down for the period of time when people weren't working there, certainly we want to make sure RP ops and sort of get in and make sure that the building is clean and ready for us to come back to work in. But we're also trying to put in place measures that allow us to put in place the public health measures that we know are so important and effective for limiting community transmission of COVID. And that's creating social distancing for people in the workplace. That can come from directional movement inside buildings to make sure that people can, keep that 2 meters of distance between them, as well as, opportunities to make sure that they can wash their hands whenever that they need to, because we know that those are the 2 real keys.
So are members working on site required to wear a DND issued non-medical face mask?
So the objective actually is that we keep our physical distancing from each other. And so you don't need to wear a non-medical mask when you're able to keep 2 meters distance between yourself and your co-workers. We are providing to people who have to return to the workplace a mask if they actually work in work situations where they can't keep that 2 meters separation or distance. And that has been identified by everyone's work environment as to where those types of work locations exist and what's needed for the workforce as they come back into the actual workplace.
Are there screening facilities at bases and wings across the country?
So the screening facilities for bases and wings differs depending upon the location that we're talking about, because all of our bases and wings are different sizes, different places, and in different provinces. So the capacity to actually do screening testing does exist. Sometimes it's through our Canadian Forces Health System locations, and sometimes it's through other public health and provincial health facilities.
So thank you so much for joining us today, ma'am. For information on measures being taken to resume work across defense, visit the Defense Team COVID-19 website.